Hey everyone, it's Laser King with King's Critiques, and I got a couple hours before I gotta head out to do stuff, so I figured I'd get this out for you just like the other day, and maybe I can get a lot more out later. But for now, we're gonna watch this Onimai, whatever the hell it is, I'm Your Sister now, and another genderbender show. Boy, those can be quite entertaining from time to time. So if you haven't seen any of the three episodes out yet, do go and pull me up alongside and listen to my comments depending on which one as it goes along. Or leave the whole thing running in the background and let me get the watch time because that'd be highly appreciated, as would being like and subscribe button because two of those things are 100% necessary for my goal here. That said, let's just get into the first episode and see how things are. Because, like, the other show with that basis to it is rather amusing so far, and that's just off the one episode I've seen. Oh, I can't wait to get to the others. Hmm, probably not, fam. Eh? There it is. The sudden realization of, wait a minute, I'm not me. So I'm guessing it's the same company because they usually do shit like that. Yeah. Are you sure? 3 awkward things immediately to explain. Of course it was. Yeah, I was about to say it's obviously this one's fault because she looks like a medical professional. You didn't drug me, did you? It was like, well, bitch, at least tell people. Little sister now, bitch. Wow. Damn. They're not gross. Well, okay, some of them are, but like, have you ever played an arrow game? Some of them are quite gross. Huh. Never end off something like that with I think. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Actually, how about plan B? See, that's what you get for expecting anything different. Bruh. Two things. One, did she have to explain it that medically? Totally just ignoring what's on the computer screen as I go over this. And two, what makes her think that is not a thing he would want to find out about? Because I don't know. I'm just saying, man, like, the two-way street of the way she explained how soon it could go off, it could either, like, expire in an hour or a year. Bitch, look, if that's gonna be so mind-blowing, fuck the rest. It's worth it at least once. That's all I had to put on that. Uh, Honestly, you gotta appreciate shows that are funny for the dumbest reasons in the first 2 minutes. And based on the intro, I'm going for clarification reasons of obviously the main character is not the picture I had seen going into this. It was probably more off the sister, because, listen, I'm a perv. I'm not a creep. Okay, you know what? I'm going to shift that a little bit. I'm a perv, not a creep. But there has been one exception in the past to where it's been entertaining despite the obvious. But it's not what I go to look for specifically. I just know I saw something interesting pertaining this show and decided to come watch it. But it's like, a lot of other shows before. Is it good? Is it bad? If it's not that great and it's really just the animation that's such attractive, that's not worth it. Or if there's stuff that's worth being uncensored and it's censored, then it's not worth it, like Ayakashi Triangle. Still waiting on the uncensored version for that. So instead of playing an arrow game, it's back to an RPG. Plus, hey, with slender, delicate fingers, it's easier to hit keys for games like that. Yeah, listen, that's not as easy as a female as it is a man. Even as a man, it's not. Hey, at least he understood that much. I'm an asshole. To be fair, right now she's the big sister, so. Listen, if you're stuck in a situation like this, just after the first day, get rid of the awkwardness of, hey, I'm going to see some random naked female body because that body is yours, regardless of anything else surrounding it. Just saying, fam, like, if you realize what situation you're stuck in, just say fuck it, throw caution to the wind, and go about your daily life. Especially if you're shut in, you have even less reason to be worried about having that kind of situation happen. Because it's not like anybody who sees you on a regular basis is gonna see you and be like, "What the fuck happened?" Other than the person responsible, obviously. Granted. I will say the obvious of this is not quite the situation that a lot of guys would prefer to be in gender swap wise. How does that make it worse? The multitude of things. That's not okay with that. No, those are yours now. Though I will argue in one thing completely obvious of girl kind of needs a smaller bra than that. I don't know about that, but actually reminds me of the ghost girl from Anohana a little bit with that dress. Yes, of course you did. Of course you are. Hmm. Yeah, can I get a reset like that? Because look, fam, I've had a problem with all those things growing up, and at least one of them is a gigantic problem now. Bitch, she's like 12 right now. Who needs to show off? 12 might even be generous. The actual little sister of the anime season I want to see is 100% fucking Nagatoro's sister. Because I've seen screen caps in the new episodes and I haven't started the season yet, but my lord. Though, I will say, she mildly reminds me, appearance wise, of Ilya. Just a little bit. Like, I know the hair is more pink here and Ilya's hair is white, but Toppington. Okay, come on. Like, I bitch about bad names in these shows all the fucking time, but come on. Like, that's just fucking hitting the nail on the head way too much. Like, granted, if it's like a $10 game of this kind, I guess I could understand in something stupid like that being a thing, but bro, come on. When you're naming characters in a show or a game, put forth a little bit more effort. Hey, listen, as a straight man who has watched a couple of BL anime in the past, getting interested is one thing, getting turned on is something different. Because romance is romance, regardless of the gender comparisons. But getting turned on from something like that, I don't know if I. Listen, both of those pretty good covers. Excuse. Do you though? Retreat! I mean, still could try the other option. And to be fair, like, if somebody's a shut in, but they can afford to get their food, games, and other groceries delivered and shit, are they really living such a bad life? Like, yeah, it's a little depressing, but they're self sufficient enough to get all their shit delivered so they don't have to leave the house. So, on one end, yeah, it's unfortunate, but on the other, it doesn't seem so bad. See, now, it's another thing if you're accepting being a shut in, but you also desire, the company of certain types of people. That's where it becomes awkward. I'm kind of in that regard. Like, I desire the company of certain types of people. I just instead get the company of people I would rather not have the company of on a regular basis. Like, you know, my cousin. I respect the hell out of man. but so fucking annoying. I've had at least three times I wanted to stab the man, and more than that, I wanted to just punch him in the face. Y'all ever have a family member like that? Where if you had the strength to you'd like sure to do whatever you could so the man does not breathe. Okay, I'm not that. Okay, I'm that violent. But I'm not like that aggressive. Okay, I'm that aggressive, but it takes a lot for me to act on shit. Yo, I have had those times. Also, that's another thing. Like, if you ever have a little sibling who isn't as good at you at something, you should definitely make sure people aren't assholes to them. Because, yeah, you're better, but, like, it doesn't mean they'll always be terrible, because that's the thing. It can go one of three ways. Either one, they improve in life and get better. Two, they just don't like your existence and shut you out of their life. Or three, the dark end. Screws. Boobs are way too small for it. I mean, to be fair, could just wear bandages like, the girls in those biker gang images usually are. You know the ones I'm talking about. Hey, yo, the shop keeps quite fine, though. Gotta always appreciate minor characters being hotter than the main characters. The look. In all fairness and legitimacy, the right one probably is the better choice overall, but yeah, that's the right choice. With the all of nothing there. It's actually pretty bad when I can recognize what a character is from their back muscles. Because I'm pretty sure that was one of the Hassans from Fate on his fucking desk there. Like purple hair and those ripped back muscles. That's a Hassan for you. Context. Hmm. Okay, so in between episodes, first impressions. Is it a good show? I suppose is the first question. Kind of. It hasn't had anything bad or overly cringy happen yet, so that's always a good sign. Is it going to get more entertaining from here? 100% I could see that being a thing. Am I going to get as bad about this as I do with other shows? Maybe, but not for the main character at least, because that would be creepy and I'm not that bad. I will go in with full disclosure that there has been a time where there's been a circumstance where I've enjoyed a show like that more than normal, but there are other caveats attached to that. So, I'm not going into further detail about that explanation, however. I'm just going to go ahead and give the old in between thing of don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and let's continue. Actually, before we continue, I'm going to pause recording. Take up. Alright. I was going to even increase this. So, yeah, that last point I was making, that this is one of those times I might be mildly more interested, because I mean, the sister's alright. And seeing as how she's like, maybe mildly professional in the medical setting, whether it be just school or an intern or something, that at least means she's probably more appropriate to make comments like that about than the main character. But see, that's the difference. Like, Sakai, where the male becomes a female, like that one right now running where the old man died and got reincarnated as a girl, and the first episode was fucking hilarious. No, that's fine. Ayakashi Triangle, where we need an uncensored version right fucking now so I can keep watching it, because first episode was really good, but stupid censorship pisses me off. And then that show had some stupid fucking censorship. But where's I going with this? Oh yeah, shows like this one or like the one where the dude and his best friend were falling in love with each other. Those kind of instances where you know you have some sort of attraction to the main character still, that makes you a creep. Okay, finding the sister attractive, that's one thing because she could be like at least relatively of age, and if not, I mildly stand by that statement because they're fiction, so technically they're all 0 years old off base. So that's my argument there if I'm making a mistake in my current statement. But regardless, the one who did the bullshit to the main character, at least I feel less bad about that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop my foot being put in my mouth, and hit the play button. Then just think of wait. There it is. Yeah, that's one of those Japanese traditions that is very hit and miss on how entertaining the idea is. Like there, it's probably less bad than it would be here. No, 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 no. That would be bad on many levels. He's thinking of what's behind beyond that. Yeah, that's actually about what I expected. There's always that chance that there could have been more fine women there than just a bunch of old ladies. I mean, yeah, honestly, that's fair. Like, your sister, alright, but that is kind of disturbing. Damn, she is actually completely thrown off by the way that he said that. She died, okay, whatever. That hairstyle actually reminds me I gotta watch Tokyo Revengers still. Because of season 2 out, then. You'd think with the whole gender bend thing, the hair at least would, worked itself out naturally, but. Meanwhile, the old woman at the desk is just not even paying attention. Wow. Taking all the fun out of it for your sister. Some nasty ass looking milk. Meet me, smack. Get real Nope. See, you started something you can't take back. That's your fault. Listen, when you have a certain amount of hair, drying your hair is hard. Trust me, I know that. Because when this is how it was, like, when you guys saw me a couple of episodes ago, that's fucking nuts to try and dry. Okay, remember what I said earlier about reminding me of the ghost girl from Anohana? That statement just doubled based on that ribbon alone. I'm pretty sure that bitch wore her hair in a ribbon of some kind too. Not like a dumbass bow like that, but some kind of ribbon. Also, something that my mother brought up that I kind of agree with. Babies don't need bows. You put a bow on your kid, you're just a jackwad. End statement. I mean, to be fair, life is just a video game. It's just filled with so many more bad things. Like, there's less bad things in a horror game than there is in reality. You braided your own hair. Actually, not badly done either. Like, full honesty. She's having too much fun with that. way too much fun. Starting to think her sister might be a siscon and a lolicon. Joe. Nah, she has a fair point. No fucks. Hey, you ripped into your sister and she changed because of that and you show no reaction. That's on you. Okay, couldn't that have gone in the opposite order though to be less awkward? Joe. Did I pay my clothes? Bruh, I logged into you like yesterday. Don't be a bitch. Excuse. Wow. There's like a lot of answers that can be given there. The one being a lot of men do think they're better at video games than girls, but that is not as factually true as it used to be. Because at one point in the past, yes, openly I will say that was probably true. However, over the past decade or so, at least, that has not been true. Like, girl gamers aren't just hoes now. They're true and they're on the rise. And by God, I wish I could find one. Anyway. That's what happens when you drug people. Shit doesn't work right sometimes. God damn, we've had that much of a time skip in an episode? Yeah, yeah, that's kind of what I was. Yeah, yike. That's gonna be interesting to explain. Ain't cranky. What breasts? That's just more of a rib. Yes, please explain this to your neat brother. Also, I gotta point out the funny part of they're actually explaining the biggest negative of gender swapping. Because, yeah, that's the one thing no man would want to deal with, honestly. Or at least if they did get used to it, it'd be a little awkward every time. Oh, this is gonna be a great reaction. Sure, don't go in any detail, but you know. There it is. She was trying to tell you. This is on you, bitch. That's also gonna take some getting used to for Yes, but that's attached naturally, so it's not foreign. Though I will raise a point that if, just for some sort of social experiment, somebody had a bunch of guys, put something where it shouldn't be for a month and only remove it for the obvious reason, it probably would, yeah, not be a pleasant experience to go through. So, a thing I recommend. And yes, I am saying exactly what you think I am saying when I say that. So, like, y'all women that actually need to do that stuff, yeah, that's never been a good thing through all of history since that was a thing. Or at least since there was an answer for that thing, because obviously it was always a thing. Fucking evolution, man, right? Oh, there's just people that don't need to do it and then spend the money on them instead, but whatever. Pound. You were trying to be nice and it backfired. You've been hit with the shiny Wooper plushie. And it's not even a joke. I think it's supposed to be whatever creature a Wooper is supposed to be. Excuse, there we go. First statement. I really feel like I've said a bunch of put my foot in my mouth things, but at least I've, like, not been intentionally creepy or disturbing on any of it. Secondly, mid-episode reminder, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, because as you know, not as many people who turn on content are subscribed as they could be. And these things do help me out a lot. And that said, let's get to the last episode I have watched here, so I can start getting ready for other shit. Um, process the question. Well, you're kinda in his house. Intro skip. Damn stamp. I was about to throw this little girl down the stairs. Breaking. Slowly breaking mentally. I don't. Hey, look, an attractive girl keeping you company outside of your sister is not a bad thing when you're in that situation. Ah, high school, so 1 out of 4 chance that any statements about these girls isn't weird. But then I have made my statement on that earlier. At least, foot, mouth. Uh huh. You play games too, like an old person. Bitch. Bitch more capable than she seems? Won't lie, she actually does seem like she falls into that kind of Giaru line like a lot of main characters we've seen over the last year. Or two. There's been a lot of Giarus recently. Really should learn how to make scrambled eggs like that. How'd you decide that actually looks good? Yes, I still have a childish palate, but go fuck yourself. At least I eat some veggies, unlike some people who are literally all meat. And again, my weight problem comes from my beverage choices as opposed to food choices. I mean, yeah, during school she probably is. Context. She's totally fucking with you still. She's fucking with you, maybe. Good lord. So remember that thing I said earlier about not having much eye candy? Yeah, that changes this episode. Outside the intro, obviously. Yeah, I got figured that's what she meant. But the fucking context behind that was just so bad. What did you. Bruh, look. Yeah, look, there are a lot of situations he probably would bring you into his room, but. Defended the statement with the third word. I was honestly waiting for that to be a personal attack. talking murder or music? Shut up, stomach. You get yours in an hour. I don't think I should eat a couple of fucking cheeses or something, but. Okay, I felt like they spent all the budget for this show on this. Just saying. Well, you're not that anymore, are you? Yeah. Also, personal experience, don't go to mall movie theaters. They're like way more expensive ticket and concession wise. If you have a standalone movie theater like a Cinemark or something in your hometown, go to that instead. There's a chance that they have some sort of thing that makes tickets cheaper long term. And granted, your mall movie theater might too, but it's also probably not as good. Oof. Yeah, there's time. Yes, yes, you have. Hey, yo, look. Again, contact. Like, other times, it's perfectly fine. But, ooh. Oh, God. Listen, the probability of the next 5 minutes is either going to be mildly cringy or quite interesting. Probably a mix of both. But, there's the interesting part of things. That's my expression. Yo, not bad either. Like, not. Like, it's still pretty damn good, but yeah, honestly. Oh, that. See, you shouldn't have attacked her like that. Literally nothing. Like, those two, goddamn. That, eh, at least works better. Because you might be stuck like that in a lot for a while, and dumb fucks. Literally, though, all of the animation budget was spent on this fucking fake movie. Just don't on instinct go the men's. Like you've been a girl for over a month now. Oh. Bitches. Because women take forever, and that is a lifetime statement. Like, this isn't even a fake thing. Like, when I'm at the movie theater in real life, it's always the women that are backed up, and the men that is empty. Yeah, that must suck to have a weak bladder, because, I totally know someone who does. I mean, hey, look, have her as your big sister, or, well, substitute big sister right now, and, like, if you ever get back to being a guy, could totally make moves. Eh, she's not feeling well because it was cold in that movie theater. No, I love how she just sits up instantly and talks shit about that. Listen, if you're a neat who doesn't do chores often, don't stress yourself because that will turn into an issue. I'm a borderline neat, but I also do my own chores, which, despite how much shit people talk about me in my own life, that makes me better than half of them because they don't do fucking shit in their own home. I should know because I board people, well, a person, and they don't do fucking shit for housework other than what they're asked to. And that's barely. Yeah, that's what happens when you wait that extra minute to mix your shit around. No, no, it is not. I don't know the alkaline part of that, but the other thing, no. Yeah, yeah, I kind of saw that coming. I think I've got this. Meanwhile, she just immediately knows that, yeah, I should probably come by in an hour and see how things are. Yeah, the question is, how successful was that endeavor? Damn, just imagine, just immediately, like, is you did? And the kitchen's not on fire? It's so bland. Don't forget spices when you're cooking, Jesus Christ. Unless the stuff you're cooking automatically has spices on it, then that's one thing. But that's why I have never cooked food fresh, nor do I intend to. Okay, that's a half lie. I do intend to try cooking food fresh at some point. But, like, it's a matter of when I actually have my shit together. Because I have my shit together enough to know, like, when I have stuff to do. I don't have my shit together enough to know when exactly to put time aside to do it. Like this, for example, I've been meaning to record my anime stuff. But holy fuck shit, you guys know how far I am behind. I'm gonna try within the next couple days to just go bang, 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 and get it all out. Like when I get home today from doing my other shit, I might just like shove myself in here. Or I might go back on that like I usually do, because that's the type of procrastination that I do all the fucking time. So I drugged him and turned him into my little sister so he'd spend more time with me. Jaru is wife material. And before anyone gets up in arms for my latest foot and mouth statement, I'm talking generically, not like the stereotyping way. Though, cost effectively, it is probably better for one of the spouses in a relationship to be good at cooking. Doesn't have to be the woman, but I'm just saying one of them should be decent at cooking, because otherwise you're always spending money on food, and trust me, I know personally, that's probably not a great thing. Like, you can survive, you just won't thrive. That said, though, thoughts of the first few episodes? It's actually a pretty funny show. Like, it's not peak comedy for a gender swap show, but it is pretty damn funny in general. And, like, Um, oh god, what's that one show? Unlike with Girl Meets Girl, where the happy ending for the show was the guy marrying his crush when they're both girls, I could kind of see this, like, not exactly going that way because this ain't a rom com. Though I could totally see him being into his sister's friend, and like if he ever gets back to normal, or if it turns out that the friend swings that way, that could totally set him up for some good shit. But yeah, talking the show in general, gender swap thing, not the best I've seen, but it's an entertaining one to say the least. And at least the gender swap aspect doesn't like turn the typical shut in guy to this like 10 out of 10 banger, like in the other show I mentioned of the old man who died and got reincarnated as a white haired girl who it was the strongest baby in existence, still a badass child, and turns into quite the fine teenager. Or a lot of other shows. It's more like that other one I mentioned before about the fantasy knockout, or at least that was the title of it, because she was mid, like not even the top contender for waifu on that show, just kind of mid. But again, that at least completely rejects the awkward or creepy part of where that thought process could go, because there has been and will never be a time where that is a thing that holds any interest to me as far as that goes. Humor, sure. Adds an interesting dynamic into certain things, sure. Attractive, never in your life, and if you find it attractive in like a majority of ways, you are part of the problem. But back to the show, comedy aspect is pretty damn good. We do have at least one waifu in the show, so that's cool. And the sister ain't bad either, honestly. And like, while you could pick at me for those statements based on what we've already heard, you can, but I've made my defense in the past about that one, so I won't put my foot in my mouth for that, because there's a couple of obvious things to say about that. But, instead of running around in circles about that shit, all in all, decent show. If I, like, get backed up a shit ton and have to put something to the side, that might be one of those things I'll, like, pull up when I'm caught up to everything else. Otherwise, yeah, I'll probably watch the rest of it. But you can let me know your opinions on the show so far and how you think it'll go. Do you like the sister of the Joru better? Because if you like the main character, you're a fucking weirdo. But how do you like the comedy aspect of that? And what other shows, movies, etc. should I be watching this season, next season, or in general? Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my main channel in the description down below. Ring both bells like Facebook full Twitter to keep updated with things. TikTok will upload videos under 10 minutes from both channels. Twitch, subscribe there for benefits. Can do so Twitch Prime for free. All the subscriptions help out immensely. Over there is near instant gratification here. I still need a little under 150 bleh, 50 for partner, as well as a ton of watch times. Don't forget, check out the playlist here. Video recommended there. Until next time, Ben the Blazer King with King's Critiques out. For now. Peace.